Welcome back, folks. Now I've got Jessie from the Breckenridge Distillery joining me this morning. Jessie, how are you doing?
I'm good. Bright and early to talk about whiskey. I like it.
Right. True whiskey lovers are. It's never too early to start talking about whiskey.
I agree.
Now let's tell the people about the Breckenridge Distillery.
Yeah. So obviously located in Breckenridge, it's our only facility location in the U.S. But there you can take tours, tastings. We have a full restaurant that offers lunch. Dinner. In the summer, which I cannot wait for, is our patio. So we'll be serving barbecue lunch out of our burrow. We have a great patio set up where you can just enjoy some cocktails and take in the summer sun.
And enjoy that barbecue. Yours' barbecue is so good.
Yeah, so we just started doing barbecue last summer. So it's a Kansas City style barbecue. Our founder and myself, both from Kansas, so we brought a little bit of that over. Okay. But it's super delicious and it's continuing to evolve with small specials here and there. Maybe it's like a quinoa salad or some kind of double-decker meat sandwich. I mean, they're throwing all kinds of stuff our way.
Yeah. Now, so the Breckenridge Distillery, it's so much more, obviously, we've been talking about the restaurant, it's so much more than just spirits. Now, you guys offer a number of different types of spirits. Can you talk a little bit about what you're known for and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're most widely known for our Breckenridge bourbon, which is a high rye whiskey. Yep, a blend, and it's highly awarded. It's one of the top whiskeys in the U.S. We're the #1 whiskey distillery in Colorado, but definitely what we're most widely known for. But we also do 4 flavors of vodka, so just our regular vodka. We do a chili espresso, which has like a really caramel forward flavor. It is delicious in your coffee. I did not have any this morning. And then we also do a, what's in there? A pear vodka, which we source from Palisades. So trying to keep things as local as possible, especially with the chilies and the espresso beans are all Colorado ingredients as well. And then we have our gin, we have rums, we have spiced whiskeys, and then it kind of goes down the line. So we do a lot of high-end whiskeys, like our port and our PX and our Sauternes, which are wine cask finishes. So just trying to diverse ourselves. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you had mentioned earlier that, so obviously the distillery is based here, but you can find Breckenridge spirits all across the country, right? I'm assuming that there's going to be certain spirits that are going to be easier to find across the country versus ones that you really have to go to the distillery to get.
Absolutely. So we do have a handful that are very specific to the distillery only, but you're likely to find our bourbon, our vodka, and our gin across the country in about 48 states. And I think that's the unique thing about us being in Breckenridge is people can come to Breck and have an epic ski trip or a great mountain bike experience, maybe not even know that Breckenridge Distillery exists, and they go home and they're shopping for a spirit and they see Breckenridge on the bottle, and it kind of takes them back to this awesome experience they had here. And so I think that is something that we're very fortunate to be part of. Is such a great town. But yeah, people come here and then find us in Texas and Chicago and Atlanta and New York. So
now tell people a little bit more about the experience that they can have, because we've talked about, okay, you've got different spirits, there's a restaurant, because I've definitely been at the distillery and I've seen people just sort of meandering around like for a long time with their cocktail, just kind of like taking it all in.
There is a lot to take in, to say the least. I did mention tours and tastings, so we offer those from 11 to 6. Okay. Our last tour is at 5:30, so on the half hour you can come in for free. And I recommend around this time that you come in early and kind of reserve your spot, because it is first come, first serve.
Yeah, and it is a busy time of year, right?
It is, absolutely, with spring break. So you get a behind-the-scenes tour, check out our grand barrel room, our production facility. You can kind of peek in to see our bottling line. We don't let anybody back there, but you can definitely see all the things that are going on back there. And the guys are always tasting and testing and blending, so I think that's really cool to just understand the process. And then we do offer the vodka, bourbon, and gin complimentary to try, and then you can pay for an upgraded tasting. But beyond that, we have the restaurant, so the bar opens at 11, so you can come in for lunch, just a cocktail. Dinner starts at 4.
And if it's a warm day, such as today, you can actually kind of meander a little bit outside with a little sneak sneak peek of the patio? Because don't you guys, I think you guys have outdoor heaters.
We do,
maybe.
yeah, and we actually just put in some really cool barrel fire pits. So ask them to flip that on and stay warm outside.
And on a day like today, it's perfect because it's already pretty warm outside.
Woke up this morning and there was no frost on my car. I was like, this is going to be a good day. But there is so much to do, and we really pride ourselves on having local and seasonal ingredients, a really high-end menu, and delicious handcrafted cocktails.
Now, tell me about, so you have the distillery is there on Airport Road, but you also have a tasting room in Main Street.
Yeah, so right in the heart of downtown in the Blue River Plaza. We have our tasting room, so full retail shop if you wanted to shop for a couple bottles, maybe a couple souvenirs, and then you can also go down there and get complimentary tastes. It's a little bit more limited than it is at the distillery on Airport Road.
But it's a nice thing if you're like kind of on the streets of Breckenridge doing a little shopping, doing a little après, like pop in there, have a little taste, and it might be a little enticement to actually get you in over to the distillery.
Absolutely. It's a great first stop, especially if you're walking around town.
And of course, you guys got that free shuttle within the town of Breckenridge, so there's no excuse to not come in and check it out.
Absolutely. You can just find that phone number on our website, give it a call. I'd say give it 15 to 30 minutes, just with the amount of traffic and the amount of people who are trying to come out, but no excuse to drink and drive.
Yeah.
We'll pick you up, we'll take you home within Breck town limits.
All right, Jessie, well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us more about what's going on at the Breckenridge Distillery. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully we'll have some whiskey later today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a beautiful day for some whiskey.
Love it.
Okay, folks, we're going to take another quick break, but stay tuned. We're going to check out some more restaurants and things to do in Summit County.